Hello, good morning. Our headlines today: anger over government plans for welfare reform. Labour faces mounting pressure as it looks to cut the benefits bill.
Unsustainable and indefensible, words used by the Prime Minister to describe the cost of welfare. I'll look at how mental health is forming a bigger part of people out of work.
In memory of Alice and Bibi, an appeal for a new playground at the school attended by two of the Southport victims reaches its £250,000 target.
Tornado season begins with a vengeance in the United States. 40 people have died, with warnings of more severe storms to come. Let's have a first look at today's front pages, see what's making the headlines in the Monday morning papers. The Metro leading this morning with comments made on the BBC yesterday to Laura Koonsberg by the Health Secretary, Wes Streeting, that there's an overdiagnosis of mental health conditions, with too many people, in his words, being written off.
The Guardian says more than 600,000 people who claim certain disability benefits are set to lose an average of £675 a month. The paper says it's part of changes expected to be outlined tomorrow by Work and Pension Secretary Liz Kendall.
Another government minister is the subject of the Daily Telegraph's front page, which says that the Education Secretary is under fire for bowing to unions. The former head of Ofsted, Amanda Spielman, tells the paper that Bridget Phillipson must pause her reforms in England before the damage is done.
And Newcastle's League Cup final victory over Liverpool features on almost every front page today, including the Mirror, as you can see here. It's the Magpies' first domestic trophy in 70 years.
The Princess of Wales sipped half a pint of Guinness as she celebrated St Patrick's Day with the Irish Guard.
An 80-year-old man from the West Midlands who spent years on the run in Thailand is found guilty of dozens of sexual offences against young boys. Richard Burrows, a housemaster and a scout leader, abused boys in Cheshire and the West Midlands over almost 3 decades. Also tonight, the Prime Minister's under pressure from his own MPs as he prepares to announce changes to the welfare system. The war in Ukraine. The White House says we have never been closer to a peace deal ahead of a call tomorrow between President Trump and President Putin.
Men's singles champion Jack Draper.
I'm just getting started, says Britain's Jack Draper, as he wins the first major title of his career and moves up to 7th in the world. This is his mum.
I'm proud of him, whatever he's done, and winning Indian Wells is just massive.
Well, let's have a look at some other stories now. A British woman is missing in Thailand after a dive boat caught fire and sank off the island of Koh Tao. The search for Alexandra Clark, who's 26, will resume tomorrow. Police believe the boat's engine overflowed before igniting and have charged its captain and crew with negligence. Lawyers for Lucy Letby have called for the public inquiry into her crimes to be paused until a review of her convictions is completed. The Criminal Cases Review Commission is currently looking at new material submitted by a panel of experts last month who had cast doubt on her convictions. And a study created in memory of the former Girls Aloud singer Sarah Harding has helped to identify more than 80 young women at risk of developing breast cancer. It's one of the world's first programmes looking at women who don't have a family history of the disease. Sarah Harding died of breast cancer in 2021 at the age of 39. Prisoner numbers hit a 6-month high despite thousands released early to relieve overcrowding. The family of the drag star, the Vivians, say the performer died after taking ketamine.
Men's singles champion Jack Draper.
Jack Draper moves up the ranks to 7th in the world following his Indian Wells tennis win.
And it's official. After today, the days become longer than the nights. Even better news, those days will be brighter.
Bereaved families are calling on the UK's communications watchdog, Ofcom, to take action against a website which hosts videos showing the deaths of their loved ones. The site promotes graphic images of murders, suicides and terrorist executions. The call from families comes on the day Ofcom gets the power to investigate and fine platforms for hosting illegal material.